What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome to the Warframe video. So, we're doing another build video today. I haven't done one of these in a bit for a weapon. So, yeah. The one we're going over today, I'm going to have a little bit of commentary about it because I'm not super happy with how you obtain this thing. So, we'll go over that in a second, but make sure you sub to this YouTube channel and hit that bell for notifications for those daily Warframe uploads. Also got a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Gaz_TDV. We have some fun there. We one-shot people in 1v1 dojo duels because they deserve it and they asked for it. So, alright guys, we are going over the Quassus today, which is going to be the newest Warframe added to the game. It actually came out with the Heart of Deimos bundle, and it is actually technically Ozaku'S signature Warframe, which is Ozaku'S only signature weapon. And there's only 2 Warframes in the game as of the recording of this video. So that's going to be the Gunson, which comes from the, I believe it comes from the Clan Dojo, and it's not super hard to build. You just got to basically get to that tier of research. If you're already in a clan, you guys might already have it researched, and just pick up that blueprint and build it. We got one that's a lot harder to get this time, but it's got a little gimmick hidden, or not hidden gimmick to it. It's got an additional gimmick on it where if you do a heavy attack with this weapon, it's going to fire off some blades. And those blades, since they're heavy attack blades, they will do forced slash procs, because Warframes in general just have forced slash procs on heavy attacks. So looking at these stats, we got really low attack speed at 0.83. 30% crit chance, pretty good crit chance for a crit weapon. 2x multiplier, pretty low in my opinion. It could have been higher for sure. 1.7 range. Warframes just have low range in general. We've got 12% status chance, so very low status chance. And yeah, those are the base stats. Base damage is 230, with basically all of it being slash. So that is the base stats. Very, very low attack speed. You're going to hold this weapon back. You're going to want to definitely run Arcane Strike on your frame. And just doing some of the combos quickly. The forward combo is going to be swiping around like this on Slicing Feathers. You get the standing one. The standing one's the one I actually do like. Right there. That does pretty good damage. Has some forced slash procs in it. The holding block combo is going to do some swiping. And I believe this one has some forced slash procs too. Relatively good range with these attacks. And then the away one is going to be throwing the blades forward. So, pretty good stuff. And then there's the forward attack combo where you jump forward and do some swiping around. Now here's the heavy attack right here. If you can see those red blades I just threw out, those are going to do force slash procs. It's a Warfan heavy attack. And yeah, so here's the problem with this thing. We're going to compare the stats of the Gunson, the other Warfan in the game. Now if you look at this, it has more base damage and more crit chance. Everything else about it is not good enough for how much you have to farm for this thing. So let's take a quick look at what you need to do to get this thing. You need to basically get the blueprint first, which comes from high-level bounties in Deimos, which is, or whatever it's called, the Necrolisk. And what you need to do after that, get the blueprint is the easy part. The rare drop blueprint is the easy part. After that, you need to get 5 Scintillant, which comes from either Necromex as a rare drop, or it can be hidden in the Necromech Isolation Vault, and you can find it randomly, hopefully you'll find it, or it's a, air quotes, common drop from bounties. Until last week, apparently a common drop to DE is a 2% drop rate. It was actually a 2% drop rate, common drop, until last week they made it 18, allegedly. I don't know, it might not still be a common drop as far as we know. So that's one of the things, Scintillant. Oh, we're not done talking about how annoying it is to build this thing. You also need to get a Serra Glass Shard, which is 20 Grandmother tokens at the time of this recording of this video. And 1 Grandmother token basically equates to 2 Sun tokens, which is catching a bunch of animals. I think it's like, some of them are like 8 animal tokens, or 8 animal capture tags total to get 1 token. Some of them are lower than that, like the Pharaoh Predicite one is 3, but the Pharaoh Predicites are technically supposed to be rare. And then we've got other things, like you got mother tokens. You also need to be constantly checking grandmother exchange rates and all that stuff to get this, those tokens in the first place. And after all that, you turn all those 20 tokens into this one resource to build this weapon. You've also got Devolved Namelon and Spinal Core Section, which is going to be mining stuff with a blueprint that you have to refine, and also Spinal Core Section comes from fish. I don't remember which fish. So this thing is really, really annoying to craft, and after all of that, after you do all of that, it doesn't even come with any polarities. You just do a 4-forma build right here. I added all these polarities on here myself. 4 formas, and it comes with none at base. What an insult. What a terrible decision. You would think, okay, well, we did all this work to get this thing. This better be OP, like, pretty much. And it's okay. It's okay. I don't know if I'd call it good. I don't know if I'd call it bad either. It's just kind of like, oh, yep, this is a thing now. It's pretty much a war or gun blade, I guess. No, not a gun blade. A gun fan. That's what you could call it. So we have a slash focus build here. Now, the most annoying thing about this is like the blades from the heavy attacks don't even feel worth it. Like if I hit them up close with the actual fans themselves, they take a bunch of damage with the guaranteed slash proc from the heavy attack. But if you use the blades are weak. Like look at that. Like you'd think the blades would do a lot more damage. It fires off 12 blades allegedly. But if we just hit them with the actual fan themselves, they're dead. Or maybe she's not dead, but they potentially could be dead. This is with a Smite Grenier Mod, which will make the slash procs do a lot more damage to these Grenier. So, that's a heavy attack build. There's a light attack build too, we'll show in a second here. It's also a slash focus with a Vayne. Now, of course, you can headshot with these. But yeah, it's a little bit underwhelming. I was expecting like a slash proc version of like the Stropha or the Redeemer. And it kind of is that, but it's just weak, like pretty much. It's a slash version of the Redeemer, but weak. And not as fun, because it doesn't make banging sounds when you fire it off. So here's something you could do. So since Mirage actually duplicates your weapons, heavy attack with Mirage fires off a bunch of blades. But there's currently a bug with Mirage, just saying that Mirage is actually getting additional crit chance you should not currently have. So let's show the heavy attack build with Mirage. Let's even use our Eclipse. Now this is not intended. Now imagine if this thing actually did this much damage. Wouldn't that be a lot more fun? But no, it's kind of like they try too hard to make it balanced, I feel like. And it's not a very powerful weapon. So you might like it. Like another problem with this thing is that the ribbons are really weak. It started out with their new amazing balance decisions. Every new weapon has 0.5 disposition on ribbons, which means they're very weak off the bat. So this, what we're doing right now, will never be possible without a bug. So let that sink in for a second. This weapon will never be this good because it's actually not very good. So let's show the light attack build really quickly. Let our Mirage buff wear off so we're not getting extra crit chance we shouldn't have. So that's with a damage over time focused heavy attack build. Let's do a damage over time focused light attack build. And I don't even feel like Weeping Wounds is worth it on this weapon because it only has 12% stash chance, but let's just quickly give it a shot anyway. We'll hop into the gameplay of Steel Path Kuva Survival with Wisp. Like I said, this thing's really slow, so you definitely want to have Arcane Strike. Like just swinging it around normally. With Berserker fully stacked up, like, yeah, you're okay. But, yeah. There's things like other prime melee weapons are just better than this thing and not anywhere near as annoying to get. So for example, the Pangolin Prime, one of my favorite prime melee weapons. Really, really good crit chance, really, really good stash chance, highly slash focused. The stances for swords are not too terrible. They're not amazing, but they're not too terrible. And that is, you could probably buy that from Trade Chat for like, I don't know, 20 plat, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. And for that, I don't have to like grind out like days worth of stupid stuff on Deimos, where I'm being forced to hunt animals. So, yeah, I don't know if I can recommend this to anyone unless you bought the Zaku bundle. Has got this basically handed to you. I'd say don't even bother, especially because there's no polarities at base. Like, man, can I have my Forma back for this? This is just an insult right here. So, yeah, let's get into the gameplay. I'm not super happy about this weapon. Maybe you're more happy about it. Now we're going to be using a Kuva Nucor and Wisp. Wisp is going to increase the attack speed of our weapons, so it will not feel like complete trash while we're swinging it around. This is with Berserker as well, so we're attacking pretty fast. We're also going to be using the Kuva Nucor to get viral procs the enemies, so that damage over time will tear them apart. Now you'd be like, okay, well, this is killing the Steel Path pretty good. Like, yeah, it is, but you know what also kills the Steel Path pretty good? All those prime weapons don't require you to grind out stuff in open worlds that you might not even like. I don't like fishing. I kind of like fishing in some situations. I don't like being forced to hunt animals. To get to rank 3 of Entrati for the helmet segment, so that's terrible. I don't know. I feel like this is just not worth it at all, and I just want to call it mastery fodder. Really annoying to get mastery fodder. If they need to, okay, here's what I would do. I'm complaining a lot. I know I'm complaining a lot. If I was to talk to DE right now and be like, okay, this weapon sucks. I want it to actually be worth the Seraglass shard I gave you for this. I'd say buff the blades. Make the blades do like double the damage they currently do. Maybe make it so it's like a special gimmick where like when you use the blades themselves have like double crit chance. So you can actually see some red crits. Make it where maybe increase the attack speed, maybe increase the stash chance as well. So it's not just like, okay, well, the Gunson is like, you know, it's comparable to Gunson. This should just be stripped better than the Gunson, in my opinion. The Gunson is in the clan dojo, really easy to get. This is the opposite of that. This should be far and away better than the Gunson. And I like the Gunson. I like the Gunson a lot. I think Gunson Prime should probably be coming out here pretty soon, honestly. So I'd say buff the blades. The blades are really irrelevant for what's actually happening here, and the blades are the coolest part about the weapon. If you actually hit the enemy with the actual fan itself, it does like twice as much damage. So you could even use this on, I think I said you can use it on Mag earlier. Not really that great. Like using the Stropher or the Redeemer would do much better for a ranged melee setup in the bubble. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this helpful. I know there's a lot complaining, but I just want to get this off my chest. I'm not happy with the Seraglass Shard, not happy about the Scintillant. Because like I have no problem with Scintillant, but I always run with a booster. Here's the thing as well. If you don't run with a booster, those Grandma tokens take forever to get, like even one. Because the boosters actually double the amount of animal tags you get from the captures as well. So it's a lot of capturing animals to get those Grandma tokens if you don't just go for the easy ones like the mining and the father tokens and all that. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Hopefully you found this video helpful. I can't tell you not to go for this enough unless you really need the master. Like if you were like one weapon away from like MR29 or whatever you're trying to go for, sure. If you're that desperate and you don't want to like go grind rail deck intrinsics, sure, man. I tried to warn you, but if you want it, go for it. So talk to you guys next time. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and all that stuff. And I'll see you in another video tomorrow. Peace out, guys.